Okay. So what's different about this one is we start out by dividing by a number. Good. So you multiply first, okay? And I'm going to also talk about some pitfalls for this particular example, okay? This particular type of problem I've seen all the time. And that would be some students would try to subtract a from both sides. And I'm going to show you why that doesn't work. But anyways, first example, well, let's just do 2 plus b, we'll use b for now, over 3 is equal to 1. All right, pretty simple example. All right, so since it's being divided by that number, we are going to multiply both sides by that number in order to cancel it out. So we got 3 times that side, and then times 3 on the other side. The 3's will cancel, and we're left with 2 plus b equals 3. That's the opposite of what we're doing earlier. Before we would multiply and then add or subtract, now we are, before we would divide and then add, subtract. Remember, you're just always doing the inverse operation of whatever you're trying to get. The whole goal for solving any equation is to get the variable by itself. Oh, yeah. So always remember that. If you ever get confused with all these different steps, just remember that's the goal. So the next step is to add or subtract that constant from both sides. In this case, we subtract, and we get b is equal to 1. Now here's the pitfall. Here's what doesn't work. Okay, let's rewrite this problem, and of course you don't have to write down the wrong way of doing it, but at least pay attention. So what I've seen is students try to subtract 2 from both sides because of this 2. Okay, and it doesn't work, and I'll show you why. Now so far this is right, okay? I mean, there's nothing wrong with subtracting a number from both sides. It's going to remain equal. The problem then becomes, well, I've got a fraction here, and I've got 2, which is basically 2 over 1, right? So I can't just subtract those 2 because they don't even have the same denominator. So it just becomes way more complicated than it needs to be. And at the end of the day, it's really not going to work because then I'm going to have to multiply this fraction by 3 over 3. And there's just a whole mess of things that, so do not do this. Do not try. Okay. Do another example. See, you guys are already working on the worksheet. That's good. That means you understand it. But we will do one more. Let's do, it was the same one I gave you last week. -4 equals, we'll say, x plus 7 over -2. Okay, how would you solve this one?
Multiply by -2.
Okay, multiply both sides by the -2 since it's negative. I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to have to rewrite it. I hate when I have to do that. Okay, so we're going to, whoops. All right, so we're going to multiply the left side by -2, multiply the right side by -2, and they will cancel on the right side. All right, so you're saying a negative times negative is a positive, so it's positive 8 equals x plus 7. Now what? Subtract, right, do the opposite. So subtract 7 and you get, I didn't mean to get 1 twice in a row, but oh well. 1 is equal to x. And again, if you want to do with any of these, you can plug it back in to see if it works. So let's write the original equation. -4 equals x plus 7 over 2. Then we're going to plug in our answer, see if it works. Oh, the original one was -2. I forgot that. Otherwise, it wouldn't have checked out. Okay. So that's equal to 8 over -2, which is equal to -4. So it does check out. You didn't see that? What were you going to do? You said multiply. Why would you multiply?
I'm saying that you multiply -2.
Oh, no, we're checking it.
Oh, plus some.
Yeah, we're plugging it back in and then, yeah, that's fine. All right, any questions on this one? I think we only need 2 for that one as well, because it's pretty straightforward once you see it. So we've gone over 4 types of two-step equations, but they're all considered two-step because they all involve basically 2 steps. So just all a little bit different. But what I want you to get from all of this is, again, you're always trying to get the variable by itself. So the first goal should be to get one of these numbers on the other side of the equation. If that's not happening, then you're not doing it correctly. The reason why it's 2-step is because there's 2 numbers in here. It'll take us 2 steps to get those numbers on the other side. That's pretty much it.